Hello, welcome to another, I was going to say full stack. Welcome to another software developer profile review. I'll get my words out eventually. My name's David and I have been a software developer for over 20 years, 23 years. I've also run international recruitment teams. I've seen pretty much every mistake developers make during the application process, and I want to provide this service to show developers why they might be overlooked by recruiters or employers and why you might not be getting the interviews or the job offers that you want. So without further ado, let's get on with it. If you would like a profile review, please head over to crushing.digital and click the profile review button, fill in the form. There's a little bit of a queue, but I'll get to you as soon as possible. So today we're looking at Felipe, who describes himself as either a full stack or front-end developer, and it was Node and React. So as always, let's start with the LinkedIn profile and see where we get to from there. It's always nice to see how far you can get, how well linked up all your evidence is. So Banner is great, React developer. So if we're going for the front end role, great. If you're considering that you might also want back end, you might want to consider updating that if you want to do both. But pretty good so far. Software engineer, React, Node, MySQL, TypeScript, perfect. Loving it. Great profile picture. Happy days. I get down to here, I might be showing my age. I don't know what OWP is. I'm sure someone's going to enlighten me, but bear in mind other people might not know what that is, so doesn't help me. I am an AI, authentic intelligence machine. Right, passionate about my children, sports and technology. Now, this is where I'm always a bit harsh, but I'm doing it for the effect, right? At this point, I go, I don't care. This doesn't help me, the recruiter. And you need to think, I'm your customer right now. You need to be solving my problem. My problem is trying to find your evidence as quickly as possible. So this doesn't help. So if I click see more, is there more? After 7 years in public service, I lived in a unique career, all very nice. For paragraph 2, it's not paragraph 1 stuff. This is nice to know later on. I traded stuff. I don't care. This is what I want to know. So I would be flipping the order of this and trying to put the value first for the customer, so that they put you forward, and then you get your chance to explain in an interview how you've been on an emotional journey or whatever. But we're not going to get that chance if we hide all the value. So put the value first. We'll come back to the activity, but I'll open the tab. Experience, web developer, great. List the skills, love it. TypeScript, React Native, Node, love it. Brilliant, okay. But that's freelance, so it'd be nice to have examples of that sort of stuff. And then front-end developer, even better. 5 months, Mongoose, Figma, REST APIs. It's pretty cool. Front end. And the full stack's back here. So full stack's only on the apprenticeship, other than the freelance. So if you want to really drive home the full stack stuff, we're going to have to make more of this section, which I'm guessing, this is to your GitHub. Awesome. At least I can get there. Let's see where I can get to from here. So again, just GitHub. So this is now going to be on the fence. Because people mistrust the freelance stuff unless you can drive it home and do it. But I've got front end. So if I was after the front end side of things, I might be interested. The full stack, I'd be maybe a bit lacking here, unless you can show me more evidence. So what are you talking about in your activity? Posts, a repost, someone talking to me there, a repost, a nice point of view. If you go back. So, okay. Your main problem here is you're not like reposting all of my content. I'm just kidding. I'd like to see more about what you're building, what you're learning, how you're being proactive and all that sort of stuff. So we really need to see more from you in your activity. But let's go to GitHub. Now, if I just arrive cold to GitHub, it doesn't tell me what you do. The bio here should match your LinkedIn headline. Profile picture's good. But then I look down here and I go HTML. So 3 out of the 6 don't really help. And then are these React? Are these Node? What are they? Don't know. You haven't told me. So there is some activity early on, but it's tailed off and we don't really know what you're doing. At this point, I'm probably gone. But okay, let's go that little bit further. I open this up. I can see. So updated on May 10th. So there's not a lot going here. I know this is React Native, but what is this? What is this? So there's not really a lot to go. Certainly on the full stack side of things, I'd be nervous. I can see there's some activity, but there's not enough to go on. And for that reason, I would probably skip you and come back if there was nobody else. I always like to remind people that I'm trying to be harsh to convey a message to you here. I'm not picking on you personally. I just want you to consider what a recruiter sees when they look at your profile. Now, in this case, they'd skip you and you probably wouldn't get any feedback. So I'm hoping that you see how brutal they are, because they're not even going to spend the amount of time I've done. They'll spend somewhere between 10 and 15 seconds trying to gain confidence from your profile on LinkedIn. Only if they feel confident will they go and seek out more evidence on GitHub or on side projects or personal websites, those sorts of things. So at this stage, even though I've dug that little bit further, I'd be on the fence or I'm probably gone. Hope that makes sense. As always, like and subscribe if you really, really want to, and I'll see you in the next review. Take it easy.